this is something that you're only going to learn by doing it a lot. So let's first do sine. So sine, let's do 1 and minus 1, and then let's do a little line here. Sine starts at 0, goes up to 1, comes down, comes up. I think that's pretty solid for a freehand. So here is going to be 90. Here is going to be 180. This is going to be 270. And then this is going to be 360. So the peak is when it's at 90, it's 1. So if I put in the calculator sine 90, you're going to get 1. If I put in sine 270, you're going to get minus 1. Sine 180 is going to be 0. So that is the simple way of how you can show what sine looks like. And then obviously if you have sine 2x or half sine x, it squashes, stretches, moves, it does all these fantastic and wonderful things. But this is just for y equals sine x. So now let's do y equals cos x. A good way to think about sine and cos is that in cos, all that's happened is this has been, instead of it starting here, it's moved over and starts here. So imagine if this goes down and all the way up. You can either view it as the line has moved forward, or the curve, this curve, which is probably more accurate, has shifted 90 to the left. So it's going to look like this, 1 minus 1, and it's going to start up here, it's going to come all the way down and come all the way up. That one's really bad. That, I'll admit, this one is terrible. Awfully, I mean, I should really redo this, but nah. So that's 90, that's 180, that there is 270, and then obviously right at the top here is 360. So there's 360. So obviously here, if we do cos 90, you're going to get 0, which is very different to sine. Sine 90, you get 1. If you do cos 180, you're going to get minus 1. Cos 270 is 0. So I think these two are fairly simple to remember. If you remember this, you know with this one, you just have to shift it up. All right, now this is where it gets, I was going to use the word fun, but there's nothing fun about this. So what happens is this, the tan goes like that. This is just a hatched line to show where it meets. And then, so this is where 90 is, and then it goes like this and up. And then I'll do a little hatch line so that it goes about here and it goes all the way up and it just repeats over and over again. So here is 90. At this point where it crosses is 180. This is 270 and then this is 360. So let's ignore these sides. This is probably the best representation of the way it works. This just keeps going and will eventually get close to the line, but never touch it. So this is a reciprocal, an asymptote, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I should probably putting 1 and minus 1 there is totally pointless, to be honest. So in this one, if I put tan 85, you're going to get a long string of numbers or a surd. So the only ones where you know where it's intercepting is here. So at tan 360, you've got, if I put tan 360, you know it's going to be 0. Tan 0 is going to be 0. Tan 180 is going to equal 0. But that's kind of how it looks like. That's all this video is about. Checking out some graphs, looking at some curves. Yeah.